with Darren Smith. Of course, this is the site of Super Bowl 57. I'm here at the Convention Center on Radio Road. Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Philadelphia Eagles this weekend. And look, I've been fortunate enough to talk to a couple of legislators out of Kansas City, and I've been talking to the lieutenant governor. But now I get to talk to the people who are going to make this thing happen, because y'all know I got a thing when it comes to sports book, and I love to bet my money. And I hate having to drive across from Swope Park over to Kansas to spend my money. And damn it, I'm talking to the people who's going to make sure I don't have to do it anymore. I am joined by the Honorable Bill Hardwick and the Honorable Phil Christopher Nally, Missouri representatives in the state of Missouri. Gentlemen, thank you so very much for taking time to speak with us.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for having us on.
Doing well. Look, first things first, and I want to ask, and people know I'm just going to be blunt with it. Why did this not pass last year? And whoever wants to take, I'm sorry, Mr. Hardwick, we'll start with you, and then Phil, we'll go to you.
I think that a lot of people were disappointed it didn't pass last year. I know a lot of states have passed legalized sports betting, and sometimes the legislative process is kind of unruly. There's a lot going on. There's a lot taking up stuff last year. But I think a lot of people feel like this year the time has come to get some sort of legalized sports betting in Missouri, and just let people place their bets if they want to do that. But the legislative process is kind of this unruly process. But hopefully it's a better year this year.
Phil, your thoughts, your opinion?
It's always difficult to pass a bill. Over 1,000 bills are filed every year. Usually only, about 50 have become law. And so the chances start out pretty low. And there's a lot of places along the way where things can get sideways. But, 3 or 4 years is about the average to pass a piece of legislation. And, we're about at that point now. I think I've filed this 4 years in a row. And I think the time has come, especially as we're seeing virtually every state around us pass a sports book. And we know that people are doing this on their cell phones within the state of Missouri illegally right now. And so we need to pass a regulated system so that the state can participate.
First of all, Mr. Rep, don't call me out like that, okay? I got a show to do. I'm just going to come out what we do illegally. No, you're good. Look, one of the issues that we seem to read about is the VOT. I believe the video lottery tier or something. To the video lottery tier. I believe that's the phrase for it. For our constituents, what is that, and is that one of the holdups that gets this bill across the line?
Yeah, the video lottery terminals. I mean, that'd be another device, that people can have a separate gaming in Missouri. A lot of us feel like the other different issues. Sports betting's one issue. The different type of gambling regulations in Missouri is a different issue, and kind of the machines you see at the convenience stores and the bars. I mean, that's a different issue. And those are all issues the legislature looks at, kind of figures out what makes sense. How they should be regulated, how it should be taxed. But I'm not sure that there's a holdup there or not, or part of the process. I think a lot of people, both in the House and the Senate, think that it makes a lot of sense to have legalized sports betting. A lot of the industries in our state want to do that. And, I'm open to compromises or figuring stuff out. But, there's just different types of gambling, and people want to have different gaming in Missouri, right? And that's something we look at all that and what just makes sense for the people, makes sense for our businesses and our citizens.
Bill, let me ask you this. I believe it's the USA Today or ESPN. They reported this week that over 50 million Americans are wagering upwards towards $16 billion for Sunday's game, which is twice as much that was wagered on last year's game. Now, again, we see Kansas having it. We see Illinois having it. On a percentage basis, in your estimation, how close are we to getting this passed so we can take part in it next year?
Well, where we're at right now is we had a hearing in Representative Hardwick's committee yesterday. And so hopefully within the next week or so, if the chairman is so inclined, we'll get a vote on that bill in his committee, and then it'll get referred to another committee, hopefully get another vote, and then we'll take it up on the whole House floor. But then it still has to go through the entire Senate again to get done. And that's usually where things tend to get tied up. So we need to get it over to the Senate as soon as possible, make sure that they have plenty of time over there to work on the finer details and send us something that we can put into law.
Well, Rep Hardwick, I can't say this just because you're here. Uh, you didn't get beat up too bad last night because you survived it, and the hearing everything seemed to have gone well enough to where we're having this discussion today. Let's switch topics. Let's talk about this Super Bowl.
Okay.
We got the Kansas City Chiefs. We've got the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I'm not going to say we're homers because we're from Missouri, but Representative Hardwick, we'll start with you. Give me your thought process on how you think this game is going to unfold, your score prediction, and why.
Okay, I think the market odds have the Chiefs down by 2 or up by 2 or whatever. But I think the energy of Kansas City, of the state, the excitement that we have the Chiefs that are going to the Super Bowl. When I was a kid, that wasn't a thing, right? It wasn't a common thing, but we always rooted for the Chiefs. So I think that energy and that enthusiasm is going to carry the Chiefs over, and that matters on the football field. It matters that you have heart and morale, and your city's behind you, your state's behind you, and I think it's going to make the Chiefs have the advantage, and they're going to take the day for that reason, right? Just for what it means to everybody that they represent for our state.
What's your score prediction?
How about 37 Chiefs, 21 Phillies? Or Eagles?
I like you. Your turn, Phil. Convince me. I'm a voter. Convince me. Give me that campaign spiel that's going to make me believe that the Chiefs are going to want to give it to me now.
Well, I'll tell you that I'm not an expert in this field, but past success is usually an indicator of future success. And so we won one Super Bowl. Seems to me that we can probably win 2. I think that Bill would probably know about better than I what the score is going to be, but I will take 30 for the Chiefs and 21
I can live with that.
Yeah,
that's a 2 score. That's a 2 score. I get.
You want to put a bet on it, Phil?
Yeah, we'll bet on it, but hopefully we don't get caught.
That's a good
not anything illegal.
That's a good one, Representative Hardwick. Oh my gosh! But so let me ask you this, Representative Hardwick. Patrick Mahomes, obviously, he's great for the community, he's great for the Chiefs, great for the state of Missouri. How do you feel about him? It seems like he's going to win his second MVP this week. As the new face of the NFL now that Tom Brady has stepped away. How do you feel he's going to be able to carry that mantle for the league?
I think that in a lot of ways he might become what Tom Brady was for the NFL and the mythos of like somebody who's legendary. But I think Mahomes, is greater than Brady, just the way he carries himself, the way he acts, the way that he, part and parcel of the Kansas City community, of that region. What it just means a lot for a lot of young people in the state. I go around, to areas that I represent, and people really look up to Mahomes and think he's just like an awesome dude. And so I think he's got the potential to be a legend. I remember that, he went up against Tom Brady, and it's pretty amazing. But, I like Mahomes a lot. And I think, second MVP, another Super Bowl under the Chiefs' belt. Mahomes is somebody who a lot of people in our area respect. And I think it's a good thing. And I want to see him, that's because of the Chiefs in Kansas City, but also because of him and what a good guy he is. We want to see him succeed. So.
Appreciate it. Gentlemen, really appreciate your time. Do me a favor, take care of my university down there. Take care of Lincoln University for me while you all are down there in Jeff City. Look out for the little people down there for us. Really appreciate your time. Thank you so very much. Go Chiefs. We were joined again by Representative Bill Hardwick and Representative Phil Cristofanelli, Missouri representatives in the state of Missouri. Thank you so very much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for having us. It's fun.
Thank you so much. We'll be back after this timeout.
Are you hosting a Super Bowl party and want to elevate your guest experience? Paige White at KC Cocktail Company is doing a cocktail drop-off giveaway to one lucky individual. KC Cocktail Company specializes in creating beautiful, delicious craft cocktails, and Paige's promotion includes 75 servings valued at $300. You can choose from 1 or 2 different craft recipes. And also included in this package, Paige provides the cups, napkins, straws, cocktail setup with jugs for cocktails, and garnishes to complement the craft cocktails. To enter the to win, check out her website at www.kccocktailco.com and sign up for the promotion. You will be entered to win, and the winner will be announced on February 10th. Everyone who enters the contest will receive a 10% discount on a cocktail drop-off package of your choice. Contact Paige and KC Cocktail Company directly to learn more. Don't wait until the last minute. Reserve your cocktail drop-off today. Their number is 816-456-4388, and the email is hello@kccocktailco.com. Don't miss out on this chance to elevate your party to the next level.